Conor is bounced out for a sec. We'll see if we can get him back. In the meantime, we'll continue Oklahoma and Kansas State. Next up, Oklahoma in this one. Right now, 10.5, 11-point road favorites, 52 the total. Well, I think you know where I'm going here. We cashed a ticket against Oklahoma last week. We're daring this team at this moment to find ways to win games by margin, which they're not doing at this point in time. And we're going to dare them to show us that they can win by margin here in this game against Kansas State. So I think I think for Oklahoma, until I see signs of them improving, I'm going to be looking to bet against them. They struggled to beat Nebraska by margin. They struggled to beat West Virginia by margin. In fact, very, very fortunate they even won that game at all, straight up, escaping essentially with the 16-13 win. Gabe Burkich kicking the game-winning field goal as time expired in that game. It's a struggle right now to win it all for Oklahoma, let alone win by margin. Like I said, 7 points or less margin of victories the last 2 weeks against Nebraska and West Virginia. Spencer Rattler and the offense is out of sorts. And now they got to go on the road, face a scrappy bunch, Kansas State, and a Kansas State team that, okay, they lost and failed to cover against Oklahoma State on the road last week, 31-20. But that was on the road, and Oklahoma State's a good football team. No shame in that for Kansas State. Defense hung in there as long as they could, but, Will Howard struggled, and they actually replaced him with Jaron Lewis, who played better at the quarterback spot later in that game for Kansas State. That's the one issue with Kansas State in this game. Their quarterback play is very, very suspect, very, very spotty. Skylar Thompson is the best they've got, and even he, is mediocre. And then Will Howard's not very good. He really struggled against that Okie State defense last week. And do you trust if they either go to him or they put the other kid that took over for him, Lewis, in the game here against Oklahoma? I'm not so sure, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not laying double digits with Oklahoma on the road. Kansas State seems to even be at their best when they're in Manhattan in the Little Apple, like they are for this game. And, let's not forget, there's been some scary moments for Oklahoma playing Kansas State in years past. Last year, they lost outright to Kansas State as 28-point underdogs. And Kansas State beat them 2 years ago. Kansas State's won 2 straight head-to-head against Oklahoma. Now, Kansas State.
What else you got to say?
Yep. Take them. What do you
think? Yeah. I'm right there. Double-digit team like this at home. This is the spot we talked about. Even last week, some people liked K-State, and I did. But on the road with Howard, I couldn't take them, so it was a pass. But they're back at home. Oklahoma, they're just, not very good. Their offense isn't playing well. The defense was just all right. That West Virginia was the easy cover. Way too many points. I think this is too many points here. This is where I want K-State at home, catching more here.